It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC North rivals. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. And it comes your way next.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
What a perfect day for football. And we're underway from the bank. To return, Jerome Ford. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by this promising young signal caller out of the University of Colorado.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you could see some of those nerves slipping through.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Oh, he got 3. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Blown back, gets the handoff. Room inside the 10. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. This throw is caught. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. He's dropping back to throw. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. A very short kick here from the right hash. Carlson's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
They'll send their tight end right. First snap, and Lamar's going to throw. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Sending a receiver left. First down throw for Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. First down. Here's Lamar. He's got Andrews. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 6 now. Andrews with the catch. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a Ravens first down.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6 from the secondary. Grant Delpit on the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play. It typically goes for a whole lot more.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. He calls his own number again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And the defense brings him down before he can get close. They force the turnover on downs.
Hey, 4th down, I get it. You want the ball with your biggest playmaker. And a lot of offenses, that's quarterback. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down.
Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Oh, stiff arm. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They're throwing it. Setting up the running back screen. He's contained at the line for no gain. Give that tackle to Broderick Washington.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the 2nd time. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They motion a receiver left. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've got a man in motion. Lamar off the play fake. Caught by Flowers. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. This one's caught, it's Andrews near the sideline. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Here's Henry on the option. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Man in motion, out of the slot. Play fake, Jackson. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. Space to the left. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. Has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's Ford on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd and 8. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 from the 41. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Another carry for him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds a man, Deontay Johnson has it. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They go play action on 1st. Catch made left side by Jeudy. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Ready to go with the 2nd quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. Handoff on 2nd and short. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Back to him on 2nd and goal. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 2nd quarter lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns push their lead to 3. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Return coming from the 6. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got his target. It's Hill. Free inside the 30. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens need only 1 to take the lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's Ford on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They'll run here on 1st down. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Jair Alexander with the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
From the 47, that's Tillman. He's got it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
The Browns are lined up to punt. Tylan Wallace on the return for the Ravens. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They motion the slot man right. From the 22 on 2nd down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Motioning the tight end left. Jackson now on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Browns will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now give left side. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. They'll throw it. He finds Johnson. Hits the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 2nd quarter lead. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns push their lead to 3. Hopkins has it on the tee, and he's ready to send it flying. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Baltimore running its offense out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson gets this one to Andrews. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
They motion Bateman over right. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Completes this one to Hill. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finding Judy. He's got to gain a 6 there. Jair Alexander with the stop.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it, but that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2nd and 6 now. Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Here's the handoff. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They give it to him again. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
That one complete to Njoku. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. There's a give up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to the well again. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
From the gun on third down. Completed to his running back.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Less than a yard needed here on fourth. Throwing now, needing a first. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First down, here's Lamar. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. To the left side, caught by Andrews. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Caught by Flowers. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Motioning him from the slot right. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's up across the 45 on a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens pushing for points. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. That one complete to Hopkins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play fake with Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, 7 to go. One of the tight ends motioning left. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Lamar off to play fake. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lamar throwing again. He brings it in. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Slot man motioned over. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Henry will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We've reached halftime, and it's been an even one so far. We are all tied up at the break. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. They've got first down from the 31. Lamar back to throw. Taken in by Likely. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running back sent in motion. On first down, Jackson got his target. It's Hill. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is Henry on second. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. Broke through the tackle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Henry on the catch. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka gets there to take him down.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Lamar out of the pistol. He puts some power on a deep one left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Cut near the goal line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Jackson. He's on the move. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Browns ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Pass play now. Into the hands of Tillman. Complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down now. Ball at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, they'll run. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Dropping back to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Carlson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Hill now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's Lamar, finding Flowers, and he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. They bring their tight end left. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Handoff now from the gun. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. He'll try left side out of the option. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. He gets 6 on that play, and that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Play action now with Jackson. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They send a man in motion. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. 9 yards on that play, and they're just a yard out now on second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They'll motion a tight end left. Henry. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Ravens now lead by 10. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one complete to Njoku. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. A give now from the gun. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's watching, I will end this live real quick. I'm going to go to my doctor's appointment, and then I will reboot it up after I am done there. All right, thank you guys.
Your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 5. Throw reeled in by...